Oh, what an unexpected surprise. It is Jedi Master Mace Windu. What brings you here to my humble office that overlooks the majority of the expansive capital? Am I correct to assume that you and your associates are here to share the news of the gruesome General Grievous destruction?
I regret to inform you that whilst you are correct regarding the fate of the separatist war criminal in question, that is not the underlying cause of our intrusion. Rather, our intention is to place you under arrest for great and terrible crimes against the Republic, under the name of the body of representatives that make up the upper chamber of the Republic's government, or the Senate in layman's terms.
Judging from the manner in which you and your colleagues are conducting yourselves, as well as the subsequent ignition of your deadly weaponry, I have been prompted to ask whether your intention is to place my life in jeopardy, which I might add, if you don't mind, is not a wise choice of action.
The aforementioned body of government officials will be responsible for what lies ahead of you in the event of your capture. Hence it is my recommendation that you come quietly and cease hostility, so that your inevitable sentence due to your many evil deeds is not made even more extreme than it is already likely to be.
Ha ha ha. You are mistaken indeed. My popularity as well as the powers that same body of representatives has bestowed upon me have made it so that my power is so great that I am, metaphorically of course, the Senate.
While you may believe this to be the case, I can assure you that it is not. For me and my close friends and fellow warriors will thwart your horrid scheme before it reaches its ultimate completion.
Then it is of my personal belief that the act that you and your followers are partaking in is one of high treason, and hence you will be dealt with accordingly.
This is most unfortunate.
Indeed, this is not going as initially planned.
Oh, I am slain.
I hereby declare that you, former Chancellor of the Republic, are to be placed under immediate arrest for the unspeakable deeds you have committed.
Oh, thank the heavens you have arrived, Anakin Skywalker. If it is not already apparent to you, my earlier theory that the Knights of the Jedi Order would launch a conquest against the Republic has been fully realized, as Master Windu and his kin have violently assaulted me in a manner that has left me severely wounded.
The pain and cruelty that you and your fellow Sith rogues have inflicted upon innocents throughout the galaxy shall never again be felt after this point in time. It is apparent that you have indeed lost this duel, as well as your progress in galactic conquest.
It would appear as if you are mistaken, as it is you who has truly lost the duel despite the fact that at the moment you hold the clear advantage over me. You will promptly die for your continued insolence. I do declare that Mace Windu is indeed a traitor not only to me, but to the very Republic he serves.
You are mistaken, as you are in fact the traitor in this room. My only goal is to apprehend you and bring peace to this galaxy.
If I could make a proposition, Master Skywalker, I believe that I have the skills and capabilities required to save one from the brink of death, which is especially beneficial in your scenario, as we both know that your wife is in grave danger. Indeed, if you save my life, I can perhaps tutor you in these skills so that you too can save lives.
Although this is the first time I have heard of you having married, and my desire to scold you for breaking the Jedi Code is intense at the present moment, I must instead remind you, Anakin, that the Sith Lord before us wishes only to manipulate you into joining his own twisted cause. His promises are but lies.
Please, someone, intervene in this savage assault and save my life. I must not perish under such unfortunate circumstances. Indeed, I am losing strength at an alarming rate. I beg of you, Anakin, save my life. I am an innocent man. Oh, woe is me.
Apologies, but I have deduced that your life must end right at this present moment in order for the safety of the Great Republic to be secured. Prepare to meet your end, villain.
I object. It is my personal belief that the Chancellor should be spared and given the same right that even the most sinister separatist is given, the right to a fair trial.
Although I would normally agree with you, my young pupil, you are being foolish in this instance. The Chancellor has control of not only the Senate, to the degree that he metaphorically is the Senate, but also of the courts of law that decide the fate of the villains they process. The chances of corruption and manipulation in the trial are simply too great for us to take that risk. It would appear as if my ruse is taking its hold onto young Skywalker. I must continue. I am wounded. Please, spare me. I fully surrender to your wishes.
I don't know if you realize this, Master, but this violence goes against the very principles that our order was founded upon. Killing this man would make you no better than he himself is. It is imperative that he lives, and trust that I am not saying this solely to fulfill my own personal needs. This man is of great value to me. I would not appreciate it if he were to be called before my eyes.
Bollocks.
Cease and desist.
My situation has suddenly become incredibly dire, as my hand has been severed from my arm and my only weapon is plummeting towards Coruscant's underworld. I have no choice but to scream in agony and clutch my arm where my hand once was.
You have fallen for my ruse. I still, in truth, hold great power. Witness the full extent of my unrelenting wrath, you dog of a man.
I would have to describe this as a genuinely unpleasant experience.
Indeed, my power has truly become limitless both in physical strength and in political strength. This is the end of the Republic and the evil Jedi Order.
Bother.